Hey everybody, Ronnie here. I am standing here by my home, and I promised a while back that I'd show off what I drive when I'm not driving a truck. You're gonna be really impressed, let me tell you. Right, maybe not. At any rate, right here I have my Prius. It's a 2020. Told you you'd be impressed. The reason I have this is because I have a family and I have to shuttle my family from place to place, and Prius. This one is all-wheel drive. This one's all-wheel drive. It's good for in slippery conditions at low speeds, which is a good thing. And yeah, it does the trick. The second car that I have is my wife's car. She's got a Mazda CX-9. She's actually at work right now, so the car's not here, but I'll put a picture of it up. And my other car that is not quite as family friendly is right here. It's my 2020 Dodge Challenger. Pretty cool. But the thing that a lot of folks like is right here. You can see that I only have 11,289 miles on this car. Let me say, I wish that was not true. It would be nice if I was able to put more miles on it, but I'm always driving the truck, and alternatively, if I've got to take the family, the Prius works better. So those are the cars that I have, and if you have any questions about them, give me a holler. All right, back on the inside. I also did mention that I used to be a semi-professional musician. I guess I was actually a professional musician. That is what happened. I earned my living doing that. Today, I'm just a hobbyist, but I still take my hobby pretty seriously. So let's go ahead and show you a few of these. This right here is my Firebird. It's sitting on the guitar stand, so you know that's the one that gets played the most. In a very close second, we have my Les Paul, which I do love this guitar. That's a fact. I actually have another Les Paul right here. This is a much more basic one. And this one right here is my Burning Fire. I had to do a lot of work on this to make it playable. I've got a couple others in cases and whatnot, but that is the guitars that I own. I also have a keyboard and a little bit of a drum machine, but I am not a drummer at all. At any rate, if you have any questions about my musical equipment, let me know. Put them in the comments down below. Now, another thing that I wanted to cover. Oh, and ignore that. It's just a shirt. I did not go over to Swift. I started my career with Swift and still have the shirts. So, there ain't nothing wrong with the shirts. I'll keep wearing them. At any rate, I wanted to talk about this story that popped up about Toyota, of all things. For years, while a lot of the automotive industry has been moving towards a plug-in electric solution for the cars, Toyota, although they have done that, have also been embracing the fuel cell technology. What the fuel cell is, it's basically an electric car, but instead of using a battery as the source for electricity, it uses hydrogen, strips the electrons off of it, and then runs those through the electric motor. It works really well, and they've gotten to a point where the hydrogen that is produced is green. The way that hydrogen has been produced in the past is as a byproduct of petroleum distillation. So you take oil, you break it down into things like gasoline, propane, diesel, butane, and whatnot, and you have some extra hydrogen left over. You can siphon that off and have hydrogen for whatever you need to use it for. There's a better way. It was not as cost effective because this was just a byproduct of a process that they were doing already. The way that they're doing it now is called green hydrogen. And that's just like in high school. You did this experiment in your chemistry class. You use electricity, electrolysis, to split water into hydrogen and oxygen. And you can actually get almost as much energy out as you put in. You can't get more because that breaks the laws of physics. But you can get almost as much energy out as you put in. And that is where hydrogen fuel cells become real green options. Now, I know you're asking, why are you talking about this from Toyota, of all places, as on a trucking channel? Well, Toyota where's their plant? Georgetown, Kentucky, is going to start producing Class 8 commercial truck engines or motors and fuel cell modules. Okay, no, I guess they're not making the motors, but they are making the fuel cell modules to go into the trucks. The cool thing is Cummins is working on the actual motors. The thing that makes this a good thing is zero emissions. It provides as much horsepower and torque as a conventional diesel motor, and it's just better for the environment. And the best part is the batteries are not the big thing anymore with the hydrogen fuel cell technology. The trucks, of course, will still have some batteries, but it will not be like the Tesla Semi, where half of its weight is in batteries. But I think is really good. It looks like Toyota is working with PACCAR and is going to demonstrate 10 fuel cell equipped trucks at the port of Los Angeles, or they already did at the port of Los Angeles. That was between 2019 and 2022. And even though that program ended, it's a pretty strong bet that Kenworth will re-engage with Toyota over the fuel cell kit. Everybody, all of the truck manufacturers are going to need to be looking for something that is cleaner than a straight diesel engine. Just because California is forcing it. And as California goes, eventually so does the rest of the country. What do you think? Is the future battery electric? Is it fuel cells? Is it just burning hydrogen the way that we burn diesel? That is even clean by comparison. All it does is releases water back into the environment. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments down below. If you have an interest in joining Super Ego, feel free to give me a call. My number is on the screen, and I will also put it in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.